All right, everybody. This is the JK Theory. Here we give it to you raw and uncut. We don't sugarcoat anything for you. We don't, talk. We don't avoid any topics. We talk about it all. Nothing is left unturned. No topic is left untouched. And even the serious, topics, they have to get a little humor in it because at the end of the day, you just got to laugh about life. Am I right?
For sure.
Absolutely. So I'm Jay.
I'm K.
And this is the JK Theory. So, in tonight's episode, man, we got some topics. So, we're going to start this one off with Deadpool. Man, that movie. Okay, I'm going to let you go first. What are your thoughts on that movie?
I loved it, and then I was a little hurt at the same time. But
Okay. We'll stay on the positive topics for now, and then we'll move into what we know, what we didn't like. But now you paid to see the movie, right?
I did a lot.
Would you pay to see it again?
I would actually. I would definitely watch that again, 100%.
Yep, that definitely says a lot. So, as far as the movie, was it what you expected?
After watching, all the Deadpool movies beforehand, yeah, it was pretty much what I expected. It was a lot of twists, a lot of turns. That I was grateful for. I was so happy to see. It was funny. The digs on Fox, and they had a lot of gay jokes in there too. I just want to point that out for people. Oh,
But that's Deadpool, though. That's
that
Deadpool.
is, and
He plays into it.
I loved every second of that movie. Like I, I would definitely go and watch that again. If you haven't seen it, I would suggest it 100%.
Absolutely. And the good thing about this movie, so for you ladies and you fellas that haven't watched the other Deadpools, you really don't have to watch one and two to enjoy this movie.
Nope.
There's funny stuff. Yes, there's some like inside jokes, but the innuendos are going to keep you, hooked on it. It's funny, it's laughable. Don't take your kids, but it's definitely a fun movie, man. I mean, whether you like action, whether you like comedy, whether you like gore slash excitement, it's got it all.
A
But at
little
the end
bit
of
of
the
love too.
yes, it's got some love to it. It does
Mhm.
pull on the heartstrings,
Yes.
but I would label this more of a comedy movie. How about you?
Oh yeah, it's definitely more of a comedy.
Yeah, definitely a dope movie. Oh man, okay. So what are some of the highlights for you?
Uh, I think X-23 was my biggest highlight because I was looking forward to her doing her own thing in like some other movies,
Yeah.
and they never brought her back. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like she just disappeared. So to see her in this movie, I was like, oh, that's dope. Finally, yes.
Yep. It made so much sense. It did bring closure to it.
Yeah.
And I love the lines that she got in the
Yeah.
movie. There was one where, they had a thing with Logan and she turns back and says, "You were never the right guy." And I was like, "Oh man, that was dope." So yes, a lot of great lines there. And again, guys, ladies, you don't have to watch the Wolverine or Deadpool 1 and 2. They
No.
do flashbacks, so you kind of get the gist of what's going on, which
Hmm.
is nice. My wife has watched Wolverine. She's watched Deadpool 1 and 2, but she's watched it like as the kids are running around or as we're
Yeah.
doing other things. So she wasn't really paying attention, but she got the gist of everything. So um, loved it. One of my highlights, man. Actually, so in the theater that I went to, we got the reclined seats. It's all
Yes. Yep.
heated, the popcorn, the soda. When this man went on the screen, everybody looked at me and told me to shut up. I basically sat up. I was like, "Oh shit!" It was Blade, bro. Blade walked in. Oh my gosh. I was like, I can't wait for him to see rip people's necks off and heads. Oh man, loved it. Um, we'll get to the lows of the movie, but so far it's definitely one of the highlights. I think
Yes.
another one that I enjoyed was I love the conversations between the blind lady and Deadpool. Oh man. I heard so many references to that white stuff.
Yeah,
It was hilarious. It make Pusha T say "Durr," you know what I mean? It was so good. And the
the dog is hilarious.
dog pool. Oh my gosh. My wife was telling me, she's like, you know, that's a real dog. I thought it was CGI. I thought it was a fake dog.
I thought it was a fake
She's
dog
like,
too.
no, it's a real dog. She saw him do like some interview with the dog, and yeah, it's a real dog. That thing is ugly, but oh my gosh,
That's an ugly ass dog. But yes, it was well worth. The dog had its place.
yeah, absolutely. What did you think about the flashbacks where Deadpool was trying to convince Wolverine, and they showed all the different Wolverines?
You, it was dope. You know, it was so many different Wolverines, I guess you could say. But it was nice to the time travel. I think they did the time travel really well.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the time travel is stupid and you miss the whole little block thing. But I think on this one, they got it right because it wasn't like slow, but it wasn't like real fast either.
yes, and I like that it was multiple. It wasn't like they time
Right,
traveled
exactly.
twice.
Yep.
I think he went back like 8 or 9 times, and then you
Yeah.
kind of got the gist. Like, okay, he's trying to recruit him, but he kills him, and he comes back. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And what I loved, and I was surprised to see, was how many times Deadpool and Logan fought. That was
Yeah.
hilarious, man. Did you catch the homage that they paid to car jujitsu?
I don't think so.
So there's like a new sport. If you're looking on TikTok or whatever, it's called
Mhm.
car jujitsu, where you're sitting in the front seat and the guy's sitting in the driver's seat, and you guys start fighting, but you gotta like take off your seatbelt while you're fighting, and you're fighting back and
Oh,
forth
okay.
against each other. Yeah. Oh man, that was hilarious. They destroyed that car. So I drive a Kia Carnival, and they like he was a Kia car salesman or whatever, and
Yep.
he was up, giving props to the Kia Carnival, shitting on the Honda Odyssey, and I thought that was hilarious. I love that part. Um, One of the parts that I enjoyed as well were how they made you think that Captain America was going to show up, right? And all of a sudden he does, right? But it ends up being the dude from Fantastic Four.
Yes.
That was hilarious. Spoiler alert, the guy dies. And the way he dies, I was like, oh, I could hear Mortal Kombat fatality. Like that thing was
Man.
crazy, man. And the girl wasn't that Magneto's, or no, Professor X's sister?
Yeah, that's Professor X's
I
sister.
didn't even know he had a sister.
In the comic books, he has a sister. Yep.
Wow. I
Hmm.
had no idea, bro. No
Yeah.
idea. So, and her thing, that thing gave me the creeps when she's like putting her hands.
Yeah.
Okay, people, if you haven't seen the movie, imagine this. This girl, she's like a mind reader kind of a thing. She touches your head, right? But her hands end up melting into your head, and you see her fingers poking out of your eyes and all. Oh my gosh, man. She does it to Deadpool, and Deadpool cracks all these jokes like he does. It's just hilarious. What do you say? Something about, oh my gosh, all the fingers. Like it's
I can feel you inside of me or some shit you said.
oh man, such a great movie. All right.
Yeah.
So those are the highs, right?
Yes.
What were some of the lows for you? What were some of the really that happened?
I okay, so I didn't like how they did Juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
I was not a fan of how they did Juggernaut.
It's not what you think of when you think of Juggernaut.
No, no. Juggernaut is a beast. Like he is a monster. And he didn't really have like a big time role or effect on anything. Like it was just like he was there, he did a couple things, and then he was done.
I think where they dropped the ball was they didn't make Juggernaut CGI. He's the Hulk. He's another Hulk.
Pretty much,
You
yeah.
gotta make him CGI.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Juggernaut is
He's
he looked
huge.
like
Yeah.
the bullet from Super Mario was a like that's what he looked like, you know? Like that's what he's supposed to look like. Big
Right.
and huge. And they look like they got some WCW ripoff guy and just threw him in there. Hey,
Yeah. Like,
you're him. You know what let me down too was Sabretooth. I wasn't too impressed.
dude, I forgot he was even in the damn movie.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah.
I was a little disappointed. For one, it wasn't the Sabretooth from the Logan movies. But for two, the
Was
guy,
it?
it wasn't him. And the guy looked like something from Beauty and the Beast, like the street anthem. Like that's
But that Sabretooth was from the X-Men movie. The
yeah, from the
first
X-Men,
X-Men,
right.
the
Yeah, it
first X-Men.
wasn't from the Wolverine. The
Yeah.
Wolverine one I like better.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they dropped the ball there. However, I'll give it to him a little bit because man, Disney dropped some money on that movie.
Oh yeah, they did. They did.
The biggest letdown for me. I'm mad. I'm still mad. I'm like, what? First of all, whoever your agent is, that guy's a miracle worker because I don't know what strings he pulled to get you that job. All right. Probably had to do a casting couch. But anyway, Gambit. I
Dude.
love Gambit. In the comics, in the cartoons, Gambit
Yeah.
was, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay, for you viewers that don't know, I'm a magician. I do magic shows. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Gambit, he's the Marvel superhero that does, or the X-Men superhero that has the cards and he flings them. He's like a poker player and he shoots the cards and they explode and everything. They got, I don't even know how to say his name. Channing Tatum, whatever Tatum, Magic Mike. They got Magic Mike to play Gambit. Gambit has a French Quarter accent. You know, he can't do the French Quarter accent. It was so bad that Deadpool had to had to break the fourth dimensional wall and start making fun of Gambit, the way he spoke and dialect and all that. Multiple times, mind you, and the kid barely had any speaking roles. No, it was not good. They should have got somebody else. They could have got any of these vampires that played in True Blood, Twilight, whatever, to play him because no, it was bad. Gambit springs cards, okay? Channing Tatum couldn't spring cards. They had to CGI the cards to spring. And you were telling me that this is Channing's like dream role.
That's his
Bro,
dream role. Yeah.
if you can't spring cards and that's your dream role, no, that's you need to wake up. Okay, you should have never got that role. Shame on you. You don't need whatever money they paid you. You need to give it back because that was terrible. You didn't look the part. You couldn't act the part. You didn't play the part. That was your dream role. Boy, you was a nightmare on the screen. I'm gonna stop.
I have no comment about Channing Tatum. Clearly you disliked him. I
don't like the guy. I just don't like the guy.
I'm going to say that yes, they could have got a better person to play Gambit. I do agree. But I understood why they put him in the movie. Like he was supposed
they
to
ran
play.
out of money. What they? I don't know.
I mean, you heard about the budget. He had to kill what's his name off fast because he was taking up too much money. So I mean, maybe that might have been it. But he been trying to play this role for a long time, and then they finally gave it to him. And I'm pretty sure he died. I think he died at the end. They didn't really say. They didn't really go into who lived and who died. So I'm just guessing. But I think that role is done for him. and they're going to find another Gambit for the new X-Men movies.
Yep, I agree, 1000%.
Yeah.
So another thing that kind of disappointed me,
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited to see Blade,
Yes.
but they didn't showcase him. Like, yes, he fought, but this wasn't shot in Blade form. All I kept thinking was, oh my gosh, put this dude in a sewer somewhere, put him in the subway, put him somewhere in the dark room. You know how they shot Blade. It was just quick, it was flashes, the vampire teeth. Bro, they barely showed he had teeth. My wife was like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "That's Blade." She goes, "Oh, I don't know." I'm like, "Oh, he's a vampire." She goes, "Well, where's his fangs?" Like, they barely showed his teeth.
Well, I don't think they want to give too much with Blade, especially because he has a movie coming out with them.
It's even more reason to give him more.
No, I think they because I don't think he's technically he's not supposed to be the person that's playing Blade.
What?
So yeah, it's another guy that's supposed to be playing Blade, but something is going on that
It ain't
I
Channing
don't know.
Tatum, is it?
The guy's black, so no, it's not
Okay.
Channing Tatum.
Gambit is from the French Quarter, and they got freaking Magic Michael to play this guy.
He's been trying to get this role for the longest.
Bro, there's a reason why he's been trying, because he sucks. Okay, that's why you never got it.
Technical difficulties. All I'm saying is, I don't think they want to showcase Blade, especially because he has another movie coming out, and it's not supposed to be him. He's supposed to be like a trainer for the new guy, but something is going on with the production that they can't get right or something like that. So it's probably going to be on hold, kind of like Black Panther was, except that guy's still alive. So we'll see. Hopefully they can get Blade going because I really like the Blade series.
So you telling me this is gonna be like a Mr. Miyagi teaching this kid
He's gonna
how to
teach
be
him how.
Blade?
And I'm this dude ain't a kid though. He's a grown ass man. That's like probably 50 something. But yes,
Okay, so if I was to pick someone to be Blade's protege, right? They're
yeah,
gonna do a movie,
hmm
and this guy's supposed to replace Blade.
yeah.
Bro, there's only one name that comes to mind. That's strong, that's powerful, that's black, that has the skills, has the talent, and that's Michael J. White.
I knew you were gonna say that. I personally would have picked him to replace Black Panther. That's who
Oh,
I think that's who they should have got to do Black Panther. Honestly, because
wow.
you could replace Chad, like you can replace him. It's okay. Um, I would have picked him, or I would have picked Michael B. Jordan. I would have brought him back to be
Yeah,
the Black Panther. You know what
I
I'm saying?
actually thought they were gonna do that. I think that
I
that would
get
make a better fit.
yeah, but yeah, I can definitely see Michael J. White doing the Blade series. I can. He will be perfect for it.
Yeah, he's got the talent. I think the dude's a black belt. I mean, he's got the talent.
I'm sure definitely has the talent for it.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
he's a good actor. He can act. I mean, some of his movies are like lower rated, but the guy's got chops. He's got acting skills.
yes, his karate movies are awesome. If
So
nobody's ever watched them.
one of the things that I liked about the movie was the like side comments, the like side disses when
Yes.
they would mention like Thor. Did you catch that a couple times?
Yeah.
They would that interaction between the oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. He's like he used to be Iron Man's driver.
Oh, yeah, Skippy.
Yeah, Skip and Deadpool. Oh my gosh. That interaction was hilarious.
Yeah.
So, what's one of the things that you felt was missing from the movie?
Um, what happens next? Like it ended and it just like literally ended. Like there was no reason whatsoever for this series to continue. You know what I'm saying? Like, besides the fact that he kept telling Wolverine that uh, they own him now until he's 99 since they brought him back. Which I thought was fucking hilarious. But but there's no real like go anywhere with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, okay, it ended this way and that's it. There's no next chapter type thing.
I see that, I feel that, but this thought just came into mind, right?
Okay.
You took Deadpool, who's a Marvel character, right?
Yeah.
Who's been isolated. He wasn't really involved with the main Marvels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you break the wall and you introduce an X-Men in there.
Yeah.
So that's huge. You got an X-Men with the Marvel guy. But what also happened in that movie? They mixed them with the main Marvel with the Avengers.
Yeah.
So do you think they're gonna break that wall and allow Deadpool or Wolverine or both of them to kind of, and if they do, I think they're gonna have a hard because Deadpool's a big character. So they might have a hard time. Okay, you're only gonna get so many lines, or because Avengers, if you watch the Avengers, it's not a comedy. They do funny stuff, but it's drama.
Right. I think they're going with that. Like I think they're going to. This was like the supposed to be introduction to that type of thing, where they bring in the X-Men, they bring in the Avengers, they bring in Deadpool, they bring in another Fantastic Four, uh, Blade, and all these other people. Um, the problem I'm going to see with the new Marvel movies is, okay, I know I'm gonna get a little bit off topic, just a little bit. Did you see the who's playing Doom?
Yeah.
So
Let the
it's
people
like,
know. Let the people know just in case they don't know.
I mean, Iron Man is playing Doom.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
is playing Doom.
And it's like, okay, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, are y'all going to alternate the universe where I know in some comics that Iron Man does do like a Doom thing, but how do you gonna get people to like reinvest in it because everybody's looked at him as Iron Man for like the past 20 years? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. And
that's a hard
supposedly he
jump.
died, and everybody's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You know?
and now you got Logan, Wolverine coming back.
Which
And
we all know now they can't die.
yeah, he can't die. Or if they do die, they can jump through another universe and bring them back.
Right. Oh,
So
another thing. Hold on, before you jump. Did you catch that Professor X's sister killed Doctor Strange?
I thought I heard something like that.
Yeah, she said
Is that
something about
yeah?
some amateur magician showed up and showed me this trick, and then she ended up doing that time portal thing.
Mm.
So I was like, wait a minute, they're just like killing people off without telling anybody.
Right, yeah.
So anyway, I cut you off. My bad. You were saying?
No, you good. I'm just saying, like, I see where they're trying to incorporate everybody into this thing now, but it's gonna be interesting what they do with the new Avengers per se. You know what I'm saying? Because I caught the end of it. Oh, it was the new Captain America movie. Did you see the preview for the new Captain America movie?
Yes, I was gonna ask you too because something happened in there. I was like lost. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So I saw a Red Hulk.
Yep. Red Hawk.
What the heck is that?
So Red Hawk is from another planet. Red Hawk uses guns. Okay, Red Hawk is like a
Oh,
Red Hawk is like a army mercenary person.
dude, like Sylvester Stallone, Rambo coming
Yeah,
in. Oh my god. I had no idea. I saw the foot and it was red, and I saw the shorts, and I'm like, holy cow, that's either the Red Hulk or that's the dude from Inside Out. It's coming to Marvel.
yeah. Red
Wow.
Hawk is something else, bro. Like he's a he's funny, but he on demon time, bro. Like
Wait, he
he just ready to
talks
go. Oh yeah, he talks.
like normal
He's
or
an
like
asshole.
Hulk
Oh, he's
man?
an asshole.
Is he really?
He's an asshole.
Nice.
So they got She-Hulk, they got the original Hawk, and they got Red Hawk.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see
Yeah.
because Red Hawk has no filter. Red Hawk is just ready to fight and shoot. He ready to shoot. He ain't even about fight. He just ready to shoot. He ready to tear shit up. That's what his thing is. He tears shit up.
Okay. I might have to catch up on stuff because with Falcon, he's the new Captain America, right?
Captain America. Yeah, right.
So what happened to everybody else?
Who is everybody else?
Like, where's the timeline? So Falcon is alive. He's working
Right.
with DC or whatever. DC is in Washington DC. But where's
Yes.
the rest of his crew? Are they dead?
I mean, he don't really have a crew. Like, he was with like Black Widow. She's dead. Um,
Like in that timeline, she's dead.
yeah, she's dead.
Oh man. But
Um,
I mean, to my understanding, I thought he rolled with Iron Man and Captain America and
they're
Hulk.
dead.
All of them?
Iron Man, Captain America, they're dead. Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, they're all dead. He has
What about Hawkeye?
Hawkeye's still alive.
Yeah.
He'll be there eventually. So
Spider Man?
will Spider-Man's still alive.
Because I'm
Venom,
just like, I don't know. It's probably going to be like a surprise, but in the trailer, he had no help. It was just him.
right. I think they're just trying to build him up to be Captain America per se. And he like he said, I'm not Captain America, I'm Falcon. Like, and so it's going to be interesting to see. That's where the Red Hawk came in at though. Uh,
Yeah,
so
man.
that's somebody to have on your team.
So moving back a little bit,
Yeah,
there's a scene where we find out why Logan drinks, right? Why he's
yeah,
an alcoholic. And he went back to the mansion and he saw his friends dead, right?
yeah, yep.
So I remember it slightly.
Mhm.
Did they all die? Because I thought Beast was still alive. Am I wrong there?
It depends on the universe.
Oh, okay. Because
It
they
depends on,
did show Beast. I kind of I think it was at the end of the movie. They showed like a clip of Beast, and
yeah,
I'm like, I thought Beast was gonna come out, and I thought not Jean Grey, Rogue was still alive, but I know damn well Cyclops was dead. But because I just kept thinking, I'm like, all these people are coming back.
mhm.
No X-Men came back except for
No,
X-23. I guess you want to call her an X-Men, but
she's not really an X-Men, but
yeah,
kind of, yeah. Um, so it all depends on the universe that they're going by. I don't know which one they're going by. I hope they don't start doing like fucking DC and we just confused as shit because that's what it looks like it's happening.
yeah, because they got that controller right,
Yeah,
that old school sidekick from back in the day. They're just bringing everybody back. Fuck it. I saw Storm. I'm like, oh, they need to bring her back. Okay.
they're going to bring them all back, but it's going to be a little bit different
Hmm.
because before, it was with Fox, and this to be technically the time where now we can do X-Men the way we want to do X-Men. type thing. You know what I'm saying? So it might be they might do a new cast of people. Um, I don't know what universe they're gonna go with. It's a lot of different dimensions they can go. I just want them to bring X-Men and the Avengers together. I thought they were going to do it in an end game. I thought that would have been perfect for the worlds to collide right there,
Yeah.
because they would have helped with Thanos and fighting those type of people. But I guess they couldn't get the everything straight by then. But since they got it now, I think they are going in that direction.
I think that Disney knows they're gonna make so much money, and
Oh, they're about to kick
okay.
ass.
They were okay releasing this movie. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
like a re-up for them. But man, they dropped so many people in that, made fun of so many people that weren't even in the show. It was great.
Yeah,
I loved it. I'd definitely watch it again. I'd pay for it again.
most
Um,
definitely.
what I liked too was it was long, right?
Yeah.
Deadpool even mentions it. He goes, "It's okay, folks. We're almost done." Like he understood it was long, and I loved it. And the fact that the guy that plays Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, he was credited as one of the writers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's dope. They gave him some of the power. He was funny when he had to be, and man, he's a legend. He solidified himself in Marvel right there.
Yeah, he definitely did his thing in this. Big ups to him. That was a great movie. I loved it. I really did.
Absolutely. So yes, we'll watch it again. We do recommend it. Again, guys, if
Yes.
you haven't seen 1 and 2, that's okay. If you haven't seen Wolverine, that's all right. Watch it. You're gonna laugh. There's so many innuendos. I mean, there's lots of like pushing the limit jokes. There's
Yes.
racial jokes. There's gay jokes. There's everything. There's something for
Everything.
everybody, but it's in good taste. It's having fun. It's everybody enjoying it. I went and people all around me of all different colors and races, nobody got offended. Everybody laughed together. I got
Yes.
told to shut up and I didn't take it offensively just because I fanned out when I saw Blade. But it was a good movie overall. 2 thumbs up all the way.
Yes.
So that's our review on Deadpool. And we'd love to hear your guys' comments. You know, have you guys
Oh yeah.
watched it? Let us know what you think. If you haven't watched it, why? We want to know too, because it's definitely ain't nothing in the theaters right now worth it. I'll tell you. Deadpool's that you're gonna waste your good hard-earned money, waste it on that movie. You won't be disappointed.
Exactly. Yep.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna call this one off right now. We're gonna stop here on the Deadpool review. My name is Jay,
Okay.
and this is the JK Theory. Until next time, peace.
Peace.